what is up? Ross Cessna from Spiritual Phoenix Studios. We are on day 35 of the 40 Servants introduction ritual. We're going to meet the moon today, but first we are going to talk about the signs from the monk. Like I had said yesterday when I shot the video, I'm recording this video the same day. So as far as signs from the monk, there's kind of the overlap that I had mentioned of the monk coming into the energy of just having the discipline in my day-to-day, right? Like understanding the discipline that I face or that I implement on a daily basis is the foundation for navigating the challenging situations that inevitably occur in life. And that's why those practices are so fundamental. When I look back at when my life was kind of a shit show, my morning routine was really to just wake up and get stoned or like drink a beer. Like obviously that's not nearly as effective as yoga, tai chi, meditating, and like centering myself and setting my intention for the day too, because there's like visualization and affirmation and stuff that's involved in my meditative practice as well. So yeah, the monk showed up in a big way for me today, and I really appreciate it too, right? But now let us introduce ourselves to the moon. I call on you, great servant the saint, to come to me so I may know you. I am Ross Cessna, the master and ruler of this domain, and I call you here so that you can introduce me to the servant the moon, who is known for showing us what is hidden in the darkness. O great servant the saint, bring the moon forth so that I may recognize it, and in return it will recognize me as their friend and master. Ever obey me, great servant the moon, and ever please me. In return, I will offer you acknowledgement and sustenance so that your energy, potency, and fame increase. Give me a sign that you have heard my call and have come forth to welcome me as your master and friend. I make these offerings as a thanks to both of you. And for the incense, I had picked courage because it takes courage to really kind of look at what lies in the shadows of our subconscious and to face some of those things. And then I also picked grounding because traditionally too, the moon is about like illusions and fantasy. And this is grounding that energy out so you can look at it and make sense of it and come back to reality a little bit, right? And with that said, let's introduce ourselves to the moon. Okay, so now that the ritual for the introduction to the moon is done, let's meet the moon, right? This servant shows us which is hidden in the darkness. It encourages us to acknowledge our self-deception while also being mindful of the lies told by others and the general illusions of life. And the mantra is there is always a light in the darkness. The key words are illusion, reflection, deception, lies, hope, wish, illumination, shadow, and mystery. And the moon's prayer is, "Oh, great servant the moon, who shines bright in the depths of darkness, illuminate the path ahead for me so that I see the truth of who and what I am. May my hopes become reality." And in terms of kind of how this relates to me, because I always like to talk about the overlap, I had mentioned that the moon had showed up yesterday in regards to feeling kind of like shit and having to apply the energy of the monk to overcome that, right? Now, additionally, the moon has shown up in, I'm recording this ahead of time because I have a dental procedure on the day that you're seeing this, right? And there's a lot of me shitting on myself for having to change up the ritual or how I've been presenting this information because it's not doing it every single day, right? It's doing 2 one day. But I also have to remember that just because I'm presenting the media this way and recording the media of how I show you the ritual, it doesn't negate that I can still do the ritual myself tomorrow or still meditate or still make it work, right? And that's this very like closed-minded realm of thinking that can be very destructive. And the shadow aspect of that is having to look and decode and understand that it's more so about the intention and the practicality of why I'm doing it, and that's okay too, as long as I find like a solve and don't just say, screw it, right? So that's kind of interesting how that's shown up for me. And it also really makes me think of kind of like the interplay between the monk and the moon in the sense that that monk energy of those daily habits is what allows you to kind of face the shadow or face those challenges too, right? I would really be interested to see Tommie Kelly. I know that he did a card of the Protector and the Healer together. I'd really like him to see him do a card of the Monk and the Moon together, because I think that would be really, really a cool card. Because also, too, that's kind of what the monk does, right? Is meditate on the true nature of themselves, and the moon card is kind of like that yin and yang concept of the light and the darkness and all of that. Anyhow, I'm waxing a little bit too poetically even for myself at this point, so I'm going to end the video. Tomorrow we are going to meet the mother for day 36. Wow. And let's see how that goes, right? I hope you'll have a blessed day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Hey, thanks again for checking out my channel. If you haven't already, subscribe by hitting the phoenix down below and check out more of my videos over there.